What's up YouTube, it's HackTech back again with another video. In today's video we have the Moto G5 Plus review. Okay, let's get started with the build quality of this Moto G5 Plus. Now the materials that this phone is made of, obviously some metal. It has a metal backing here. I believe so. The edges around the back, or not around the back, but around the edge here, around the back, and then the edges are plastic. These buttons here are plastic. If you watch Jerry Rig Everything video, he does take a knife to these, and I believe he discovered they were all plastic. Other than that, the phone still feels great in hand, looks pretty good. There is a slight two-tone difference between this metal backing and the plastic here on the edge. Not too bad though, still looks good. Let's talk design. The design of the phone is a nice, sleek, generic looking metal phone. The only thing I see anybody complaining about is this camera hump here, how it protrudes just one big old circle. But I think that's becoming Motorola's signature, I guess you can say, signature design, with the rounded, with all the Moto Z line series. They all have this round, big circular camera hump where they house the cameras, the flash, and all the sensors. The front of the phone, it is Gorilla Glass 3. What else can I say? I do have a screen glass protector on. I believe I picked it up on Amazon for $2 or $3. It's been worked pretty fine. Case friendly. I'll leave a link below if you guys want to pick one up yourself. Does not have USB Type C, and but it does have Moto turbocharging, micro USB. Down below you have your mic, your 3.5mm headphone jack, SIM card tray here, your volume rocker, and your power button. And the power button is rigid, so you can kind of feel the difference. This layout here I'm not too fond of. A lot of phones from overseas come with a power button below the volume rocker. I kind of like it the opposite way. Like on my Pixel, I like the volume rocker below and then the power button up a little higher, but to each his liking. Has a fingerprint scanner here, front facing camera, and speakers up here embedded into the earpiece as well. Nothing in the back, just the logo and the camera, and then your cancellation, noise cancellation mic there. The display, front display, is not AMOLED, which is a little bit disappointing, but it is a IPS LCD panel. It's a 1080p resolution, coming at 424 ppi, and then, like I mentioned before, it is covered with Gorilla Glass 3. Measures about 5.2 inches. Does have these huge bezels. I guess everybody's liking that Samsung no bezel-less phone screens. So it does have these huge bezels, but for a reason, it has a fingerprint scanner there. And then you have your speaker earpiece with the Moto logo on top. Performance wise, this phone's been it's been very snappy, not buggy at all. The only time I've noticed a little bug is when I watch a video, a YouTube video in landscape mode. It tends to forget it's in landscape mode and tries to go back vertically, and it'll do it for a quick second. It'll just shift, so I'll go like this, and then I don't think I have the shift. So I'll shift real quick and then go back. So I'll go like this and switch back, but then go back landscape more. It does it for a quick second. Other than that, the phone performs very well. Super snappy. Pixel-like OS, almost stockish, and then Motorola, of course, adds its own flavor over nougat basically. That's one of the great things about this phone is that it does ship with Android 7.0, not 7.1.1.1.1.1. That's too many ones. Not ship with Android 7.1.1, but it does ship with 7.0, which is awesome. A lot of the phones, mid tier phones coming out right now, won't even ship with Nougat. They're shipping with Marshmallow, so that's a big plus for Motorola. Also, one of the cool things I like about this phone is you can choose. Does have on-screen buttons, but you can choose to hide them and use the fingerprint scanner as your navigation, which I totally love. If I want to go to my multitasking button, just swipe right. Here's my multitasking. If I want to go back, you just swipe back. So if I'm here, you want to swipe back, I swipe back. Multitasking. If I want to go home, just press it. You go home. If I want to turn off the phone, turn it off. That is awesome. I didn't think I was gonna like it at first, but after using it, I wish I had it on my Pixel. Even if the fingerprint scanner is on the back, dude, totally awesome feature. I wish they implemented on the next Pixel phone. Let's talk about battery. Everybody knows that the 625, the Snapdragon 625, it's a very efficient chip. It's a very snappy, very efficient. Basically, it can handle anything. It can handle most of the gaming, not too extreme graphically games, but it can handle your day-to-day basis. This phone, you can rock this as your daily and not have one issue whatsoever. It'll handle social media, gaming, everything perfectly, and your battery lasts for days. It's a perfect combination of the display, chip, and pretty much a battery. Does not have that big of a battery. I think it's a 3,000 milliamp battery, but combined with the chip and 1080p display, it makes for a great efficient phone. It would have been awesome if the screen was AMOLED. Could probably get more battery life out of it. I do range anywhere between 5 to 6 hours on screen time, which is awesome. The phone will last me all day from 7 to easily 11 o'clock and still have about 40% left. So big ups to the Snapdragon 625 and Motorola for making a perfect combination, putting in perfect specs to make a perfect efficient phone. Talk about the camera. The camera, everybody made a big deal saying, oh, it has the same camera as the S7. Yes, it does have the same camera as the 7 with one minor difference. It does not have optical image stabilization, which is one key. Key number two, there's a big difference between image and processing between the Snapdragon 820 and the 625. You can get some awesome pictures in daylight with this, and low light it tends to struggle. Video as well. The color reproduction, to me, I don't know if it's the display or it's just a little. It's not. I like my pictures a little more saturated, and then this is a little bit true to life. I want to say it almost looks like a faded picture. But other than that, it does take some good sharp quality pictures in daylight. Overall, the phone itself's been great. There's nothing really bad I can say about the phone besides does not have NFC. That's one big letdown. So if it would have had NFC, for those who enjoy using Android Pay, would have been a great benefit. A bit all around phone. But other than that, for $300, this phone's been great. You can't go wrong with. I don't have no problem recommending this phone for especially like for teenagers, parents who are don't really care about the latest and greatest and want to have just a phone to get by and get and do everything any phone can do, and have them last, not be connected to the wall plug all day. This is a great phone for $300. You cannot get a better phone, and not to mention the big plus, it's on Android Nougat. I believe only 8, 10, 11% of the phones are on Nougat right now. Some of the major flagships are from last year are not even on Nougat. So this is a great phone. It's a great buy. I really don't have anything bad to say about this besides no NFC. I would have preferred an AMOLED screen, but I guess the screen is still not too bad. There's some minor tweaks you can do to make it look better. IPS displays I'm not too fan of, but it's still a good display coming at a 1080p resolution. That's it, man. It's a great phone. Leave a comment below. Tell me what you like about this phone, what you don't like about this phone. Would you recommend it? Let me know. Subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.